Let's move forward and see how we can retrieve the data using Prisma client. So what I have done is, if you like look into the Prisma Studio, I have created couple of articles with several state, like some of are in draft state and some of them are in published state. So let's go ahead and see. So for that, like I have created a separate route, which is the get route on articles. So first, we will see. Okay, so we will perform couple of actions here. So first will be retrieve all articles. Second will be retrieve a particular article. And third will be retrieve an article, like retrieve articles based on a condition. So here we will fetch all articles in draft state. So let's go ahead and see how first one works. So first one is like very straightforward. So what you have to do is, we will say const articles await prisma dot article dot, and you can see that we have couple of methods here: find first or throw, find many, find unique, and find unique or throw. So we will use find many. So find many will do, without any where clause, it will return all the articles. So just send it using the response. Now go into the Postman and create a separate request. Localhost articles, it will be a get request. Okay, now you can see that it has returned all the articles. But in the real world applications, your table will contain a lot of rows, thousands or maybe even lakhs of rows. So it's not a good practice to return all the rows at once in a single response. So we will study in the advanced section regarding the pagination, like how we can paginate this data, like only send a chunk of data in a single request. So we will study that in the advanced section. But as of now, like you got the basic idea of how find many work. Now what we want to do is, we want to retrieve a particular article. Now in this, we will receive the ID of the article in the URL. So like this, so this is called as params. So colon, this is a dynamic, so it can hold the article ID of any article. So I will just comment it out, and you will get the snippets, like code snippets in the resources of every lecture. So don't worry about that. We will say const article is equal to await prisma dot article dot find first. So here we will be fetching the first record which matches that ID. So inside the find first, we will pass where clause, where, and we will say ID. And the way, like how to retrieve this ID from the URL is, it is request dot params dot ID. So this ID is available inside this params object in the request, and by default this is a string, so we have to typecast it into the number. So just add a plus here, so it will typecast the string to number. Now send the response article. Now go ahead, and I want to fetch the article 1 and hit send. You can see that it has returned this article 1. Now in the third step, what you want to do is, we want to retrieve the articles based on a certain condition. So let's see how we can do that. So I will comment this out, and now we will say const articles is equal to await prisma dot, again we will use find many because we want to fetch multiple articles. And now in the where clause, we will say where state is equal to draft. So that's all you have to do, and just send the response to the front end, response.json and articles. So let's see if it works. I will remove this, and for this to try out, I will remove this ID from the params and hit send. Now you can see that it has returned all the articles that are in draft state. So like that's how retrieve works. So just remember, if you want to fetch more than one article or more than one row, use find many. And if you want to fetch only a single row, then use find. And also it has some inbuilt methods, like if you see in this example, which is find first, you can see that we have this as well, or throw. So it will throw an error if it doesn't find the matching record in the database. So you can handle that error using express error middleware or some of your custom logics. So we will see how to better handle those errors in the project section, where we will write our own custom classes using TypeScript. So that's the topic for the next lectures. So I hope you got the idea of how to retrieve the articles or retrieve the rows using Prisma. Now in the next lecture, we will see how we can update the articles, update a single article or update multiple articles depending on the condition. So see you in the next lecture.